Sarcasm conveys contempt by saying the opposite of what you mean. It's much worse than a direct insult like, I hate you, you're ugly. Sarcasm demonstrates that I'm so much smarter than you. I'm playfully insulting you, and you might not even follow what I'm doing because I'm being so smart. Oscar Wilde wrote that, quote, sarcasm is the lowest form of wit, but the highest form of intelligence. To be sarcastic is like acid, it destroys. Sarcastic people can be dislikable and they can be very scary to be around. I like what Fyodor Dostoyevsky has to say about sarcasm. He writes, quote, the last refuge of the modest and chaste-souled people when the privacy of their soul is coarsely, intrusively invaded. I like this quote. So sarcasm is a refuge. It's a place to hide to be safe from a cruel and brutal world. And the people who hide behind sarcasm are oftentimes tender-hearted and sensitive souls who've been wounded and invaded. And they're trying to protect and preserve their heart, the most wounded part of themselves, the most fragile and vulnerable, sensitive parts of their soul, the part deep inside them. Do you remember being a child? Or do you ever watch kids play? They are exuberant. They laugh and scream with enthusiasm. They love things completely and they are unrestrained in expressing their love. And then they all become teenagers and they become self-conscious. And they become preoccupied and obsessed with being cool. And if you show up to school in middle school with joy and enthusiasm, you will be vulnerable to mockery and scorn. And the way to be cool is to hide the thing that you love. Don't be enthusiastic, just don't care. Because caring makes you vulnerable. So teenagers learn to be aloof. They learn to be detached and show that you don't care, or at least you try to act that way. So the world can be a hard place. It's not kind to the guileless and the vulnerable. We've all been hurt, betrayed, or you will be eventually. Or even worse, that thing that you love so enthusiastically, it will let you down. It disappoints. So all of us have had to, over the years, develop some form of armor. If it's not sarcasm, it's something else. We just can't afford to be children anymore. It's too dangerous. And that's tragic. Jesus says we must be like children in Matthew 18, verse 4 through 5. What does it mean? It means lots of things, but I think it means at least one thing. God is that one place. God is that one being in front of whom we can be like children again. Open, trusting, exuberant in enthusiasm, completely open to love. Ask him anything. Show him your true self, to be symbolically naked before him, because God just loves you. He has no ulterior motive. He won't use you or manipulate you for any other purpose than he completely, emphatically loves you. And so in front of God, you can take off your sarcastic armor.